Oh, these are energy pendants. His quality actually stays pretty good.
Since we're on the topic of food,
Yes.
what is a food that you despise as a kid, but like as an adult?
There's kind of a lot. Meatballs. Number one, meatballs.
Well, that's because you found Swedish meatballs.
I had Swedish meatballs as a kid. Because that's the kind my mother would make.
Fine, then you only like IKEA's meatballs.
Currently, yeah. Whatever they put in there is pretty good.
For me, I always detested avocado. I thought it smelled weird, felt weird, tasted weird. I probably still won't eat guacamole, but at least it won't be unpalatable. But we went to this Mexican restaurant back in Kansas, and they had an excellent selection of enchiladas. I love enchiladas. But I didn't really want to have too much in the lines of like meat and cheese. I wanted something with a lot of vegetables. But the one enchilada that they had with a lot of vegetables was an enchilada where it was avocado mixed with cheese, and then drizzled on top of it was a creamy champagne sauce with shrimp and then broccoli, mushrooms, peppers, and a whole host of other vegetables. I think zucchini and such. And I absolutely loved the idea of it, but I was like, I don't know about the avocado on the inside of those enchiladas, but I went along with it, and sure enough, I actually really liked it.
We gotta figure out where to get wheat from.
People are asking how avocado feels weird. Well, think about it. Most fruit and vegetables are juicy, crunchy, etc. But avocados are creamy.
They are
like,
in fact creamy.
They're like a thick custard texture. They're dense.
Yeah, I'll agree. Avocado, coconut. Coconut's a weird one actually for me.
Coconut I don't like in shaved form unless it's coconut fried shrimp.
So, I don't have that reservation. As a kid, I'd always ask for coconut whenever we went to Minnesota. For some mysterious reason, because I freaking hated coconut.
Wait, why would you ask for a coconut?
I don't know! I just thought they were cool. That was the only time my parents would ever buy them.
You pose with coconuts, I remember that. Back when we started dating and I stalked your Facebook for old photos. And I found you posing with coconuts.
Yeah, I went backpacking with my brother and our friends. Back... They had just graduated high school, and this was after our freshman year, and so we went backpacking for the weekend, and my brother and I were in charge of food, and we knew it was an incredibly easy backpacking trip, like, one that nobody would have any trouble with. Where the hell is the wheat? And so we decided we were going to, since we were in charge of the food, because nobody else was even really planning anything for the trip, it was our trip, we decided we'd just come up with whatever the heck we wanted, and people were just going to have to deal with it. So we brought a goddamn coconut with us.
Yeah, but we love coconut milk. Probably a little too much. It's just that it's a major component of Thai curry. It's just a nice flavor. Now I remember I have coconut fried shrimp in the freezer.
Yeah, you do.
I know I do.
I should not be happy. Or not happy. I should not be hungry. I should not be happy. That's a grim thing to say.
So what's your favorite flower smell, since we were talking with Barbara about flowers?
Very mild.
I've never smelled a honeysuckle.
It's...
as far as I know.
It's kind of just like a light sweetness.
I can tell you one flower I don't want to smell again. Do you remember that wisteria bush?
Yeah.
that was along the path going down to our school in Croatia.
Mm-hmm.
That wisteria smelled to high heaven. Also, amaranth. Oh my gosh. That's unbearable too. I think my mom's friend, I was taking care of their dog, and she had gotten an amaranth, which they're very pretty flowers. But it smelled up the entire kitchen.
Okay, we're looking for wheat.
What's my favorite flower scent? I am partial to roses. Roses are pretty.
Where the hell is the wheat field around here?
But I'm trying to think of other ones. I suppose the problem is, unless you actually go to a dedicated flower garden, you're not really going to be able to smell flowers unless it's the fake smells that they, infuse into candles and such. And those tend to be too much. But for some reason... Oh, lilacs. Okay, that's going to be my major... I love lilacs. So roses and lilacs are my main flowers. Reason being is because my family has always had roses on our properties wherever we've lived. And as a child, I always liked to go out there and smell the roses. And then my hometown has the Lilac Festival, because all of Highland Park has tons and tons of these sometimes ancient lilac bushes, and they're quite immense in all different colors too. White, lavender, plum, purple, you name it. But so when they have the Lilac Festival, it's typically when the lilacs are in full bloom, and the smell cascades over the hillside, and it's just so pleasant. Lilacs have a crisp smell. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly... It's not overwhelming. But I love lilacs.
Oh, I see. To get wheat, I have to rob... There's no wheat field from which I can harvest. There's a side quest, though.
Oh.
Oh, hello, Ryza.
Hey, Claudia.
What are you doing here? I was just on my way to see you, and I ran to Basila. We were just having a little chat. Did you know that Claudia used to live in the capital? I'm so used to life here, I don't think I could ever move. But I'd love to visit someday.
I didn't know you were interested in the capital.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm always hearing about all the delicious sweets and gorgeous clothes. To be honest, it seems like Basila knows more about the capital than I do. I get to hear about it whenever one of our traveling merchants stops by the island. Basila's eyes are really sparkling. Also, I hear that the capital has all kinds of famous desserts. I'd really like to try making a version of some of them. But none of the merchants I've talked to actually know how to make any.
Well, Claudia, you live there. Do you know anything about their sweets?
Huh? Me? I might be able to make the pudding. Maybe. Really? Oh, I'd absolutely love to try making it. Well, I think it was something like... And I believe that's how the recipe goes. I'm sure I can do that. Let's see. I have plenty of eggs. I wonder if I can substitute the cow's milk with goat's milk. And I'll need sugar to make the caramel. Do I have any sugar left? The bake is the hardest part. I only have my huge oven, so I'll have to watch the temperature closely.
Boy, Basila really does get tunnel vision, huh?
It looks that way. Okay, Claudia, come with me. Let's get started, and you can remind me of the details as we go. Oh, okay. Pudding, huh? I wonder how it's gonna turn out.
Oh my. I have a bad track record with puddings. I think I tend to burn mine. Because making pudding from scratch is really difficult.
I was gonna say, though, over the winter, we should probably experiment more.
Well, we do have the instant mix puddings.
We do,
But
like,
those are...
I have a terrible track record with those, actually.
Oh, so you burn those.
Yeah, we would buy them for camping.
Well, it's interesting, but recently the Jell-O company, I've noticed that with their mixing puddings, you don't need to put them on the stovetop anymore.
Yeah, you just mix them.
You just mix them. I don't know what they're putting in it. It makes you question what actually is being consumed when you have that.
What is pudding? Yeah. I agree. Let's see. Where am I? What is my next thing? Wait a day, go back to Kirkenport. Rightio then. Back to the Atelier. Let's check. Are these done? Okay, so we've learned
Oh yeah, there's pudding and there's custard.
that these don't regrow.
Custard is what gets baked, right?
Yeah.
Whereas pudding you have on a stovetop. Yeah. Baby's breath is a cute flower. I don't really remember what they smell like, though. They tend to be mixed in with a bunch of other flowers. My family used to have gladiolas. I don't know what they smell like.
Oh, there's a bird's nest here.
Hmm?
Yoink. I noticed we don't actually take the eggs.
Out of the nest, you mean?
Yep.
It's
Probably for
probably
the
just
best.
an asset.
I was just like, oh yeah, there's the bird's nest, and we have.
Oh, I always wanted to get ramekins so that we could make custard.
Sure.
Don't you have to float them in water?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
One of my favorite custards is flan.
Oh, this is where we get exofish from.
But all the times I've ever made it from a mix, it ends up being more like a gelatin than a custard.
But either way, I would like to spend some amount of time this winter learning how to make more of the desserts. Like, I should start learning how to make cookies instead of us going out and buying them.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, my mother always made really, really good cookies. And I think I just haven't been patient or haven't...
You should also use that bread maker that you got.
Yeah. And the blender. Oops.
But I always like things that you can make in the crock pot.
Yeah.
That is our most used tool, aside from the rice cooker, probably.
Oh, Crimson Forest secret.
Ooh.
Okay. I think time passes while I'm working on these things. And I work on. Anything new? The answer is no, not really. Oh, delicious bait.
Oh yeah. Someone brought up that make pizza with the bread maker. Well, would that be it mixes the dough for you?
Yeah, it mixes
but then
the dough for you.
Yeah. That'd be good. Because then you wouldn't have to knead it yourself. What I really want to make, though, is your mom's recipe, which is a Swedish rye bread.
Well, I
Because
mean,
that has orange in it.
when we go grocery shopping in a couple days, let's figure out what we need.
Because growing up, I always had rye bread with sandwiches. So it would be, say, Reuben's. Reuben's are known for having rye bread. But when I went over to Wander's place and had their rye bread, it was dark and sweet.
Yep. High molasses content, I think.
And then they also put in some orange. I was looking up, what recipes for rye have orange, and sure enough, it was Swedish. Which makes sense because your mom's side of the family's all Swedish.
Let's see. Yeah, cookies. We've already kind of mastered cheesecakes.
Oh yeah, we love our new muffin tin that we've used for mini cheesecakes. It's made out of silicone.
Oh. We should probably make those cheesecakes sooner than later.
Ah, yeah.
Because otherwise, cream cheese doesn't go bad that fast, but...
We made a really good New York style cream cheese. Well, cheesecake, blah, not cream cheese. Cream cheese goes into cheesecake.
You bake some hamburger buns. Huh.
Well...
Yeah, I guess it'd be doable.
You'd probably just have to ball up the dough properly, and then you cut it yourself.
I guess my bread always ends up too crusty.
Yeah, you'd have to have a soft exterior to the bread.
See, how did cheesecake go for you? Wife wants to try making them and not stick with a box and no bake. So, I've never done a no-bake cheesecake, so I can't comment on that one way or another. What we have is a, oh, shoot. Help me out here.
Well, we recently got a silicone muffin tin.
There we go.
We also have a cheesecake tin, which is the one that unclasps, and then you take the sides off of it, essentially. But we actually really liked the ones that we got out of the muffin tin, right? We just wanted to change the recipe so that we had more cheesecake filling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had found one where you put Oreo cookies as the base, and then you have the cheesecake in the muffin tin. But because we had a silicone muffin tin, we could pop them out essentially by turning each compartment inside out. But yeah, for our first cheesecake that we did together, it was in the cheesecake tin. But the recipe that we had, I mean, you obviously mix the graham cracker with the butter. And it's a graham cracker crust. It was like the graham cracker, butter, and sugar that goes into the crust, and then you spread it all about the bottom.
Pretty
and
much.
then for the main part, you have a lot of sugar with cream cheese, maybe some vanilla extract, and then we actually were instructed to have a bit of sour cream.
Yep.
So we had a little bit of sour cream. That's if you want your cheesecake to be tartar rather than too sweet, because you can make a cheesecake too sweet, in my opinion. But yeah, then you spread all that on top after mixing it.
Dude,
and
you said your bread was hard. Did you do an egg wash on top? No, I didn't. Probably should. That actually would make sense.
mm-hmm. We don't add lemon juice. I don't believe we add lemon juice to ours. I think that would make it taste a little bit more citrusy and acidic. But yeah, so we put all that in, and it was interesting. We were making the cheesecake for the first time to bring with us to Thanksgiving, or was it Christmas, at my aunt's house. And it was horrifying because I open up the oven when it's about ready, and it looked like a mushroom cloud from like an atomic bomb had gone off inside the oven. Because what happens is it all expands upwards and the top is sort of crusted over a little bit. And I was like, oh no, our cheesecake, it's ruined. But it turns out that when you bring it out to cool and set, it shrinks back into place, and then you put it in the refrigerator. But in any case,
So, how'd the bait work out? Bait.
Oh, hey Ryza. Sorry, no dice. We didn't catch a single tiny fish.
Ooh.
You sure the bait's stronger than before?
It should be. If it didn't work, maybe there just aren't any fish left.
Making excuses and do something about it. Isn't your alchemy good for anything? Hey, why don't you back off a little? Ryza did what you asked for, didn't she? If the fish aren't biting, even with stronger bait, maybe the monsters really are. That again, I'm sick of hearing about monsters. Guess we'll just have to fix this on our own. Wow, dicks.
maybe they should have taken to farm raising fish. But oh well.
They didn't have to be so rude about it.
Their entire livelihood's at risk. I'm sure they're just frustrated. Fine, but we slayed a dragon and they still treat us like this. They can go to hell.
Does everyone still see us as just a bunch of kids goofing around here?
It's probably goofing around here.
I said goofing around here.
I guess the way you'd paste it sounded slightly different. Oh, right, we need war paint. Oh, well, so where are we going? Back to the Atelier, to Mulp.
It could be that they summoned a giant fish that proceeded to eat all the other fish.
So anyway, long story short, nobody's willing to listen to us.
Adults only focusing on what's right in front of them is nothing new, even if I tried to convince them. Ask the Guardians who saw what you did to sing your praises. Don't be so eager to take on requests. If you rely on fate to improve your reputation, you really are just a child. You need to control it yourself. Now then, that's enough of that. I need you to take me to your village's central authority figure.
Central authority figure?
Someone with political power. The more influence they have, the better.
I see. I'll talk to some of the elders, but you'll probably want Mr. Brunin.
That's Moritz Brunin, right? The man who controls the town's water? Passionate? But also really pushy?
That's him. He loves throwing his weight around. But why do you want to talk to someone like him?
I need to talk to someone in power about the ruins, and settle this gate investigation for good. If I recall, the Brunin estate is situated among a collection of ruins. That's perfect.
Oh yeah, Trep Hill. They've got old monuments, ancient etchings, dried up fountains, all that stuff. Everyone just decided out of nowhere that the Brunins owned all of that stuff for some reason.
Huh. So if we show up without permission, worst case scenario, we get exiled from the island. If I can't get permission, I should find a way to ensnare him with words. For a potential backdoor retreat.
You adults sure do like to play dirty. You're way sneakier than us kids.
Come on, cheer up. Want some candy?
Now you're just trying to annoy me, aren't you? Whatever. Come on, I'll take you to Trep Hill.
So what does this outsider want with us? What do you care? I'm the one spending all his time trying to get the village running properly.
See? He never misses an opportunity to talk himself up.
What was that?
Nothing! Nothing at all. Thank you so much for sharing your precious time with us.
Well, you did save Boss, so I don't mind doing you a favor, as long as it's not unreasonable. Then let me get straight to the point. Are you aware that oh, man, these two voices are slightly tone different. I gotta work on my range. Then let me get straight to the point. Are you aware of any large Clint Kingdom ruins near the island? Ah, yes, I understand that's your purpose here, but you can find many such ruins on and around the island. I'm interested in any ruins that might be noticeably different from the more common variety here. Huh. Why? I want to make them into some kind of carnival show. Either way, nothing comes to mind. We don't want outsiders causing trouble here. Your merchants could be to blame for the dragon. Don't be ridiculous. The merchants bring money and resources to the island. Such backward thinking.
I can't say I totally disagree with him on that.
Those wicked thoughts are exactly what bring disaster to our islands. There's no need to bicker. I only came to ask about the ruins I mentioned. The castle only involved the dragon. I understand the westernmost is considered off limits. Do you intend to tread upon the devil's field? You shall surely bring the demon's curse to the village. Okay, listen. I can't agree with the idea of outsiders brazenly violating our time-honored traditions. How inconsiderate of me. I apologize. But may I have permission to explore the area around Trap Hill? What? Well, this is where you made your home, yes? I thought it only right that I speak to you first. You interloper!
Interloper.
How dare you?
Mr. Brunin, are you an alien?
Get out of here! I will not allow you to stomp all over us! Of course, I understand. Then I will abandon my investigation, if you'll excuse us.
Huh? But why? What the heck is going on?
Come on, Ryza. We're going to meet up with Lila in court.
They have something to hide.
This is why I loathe you, outsiders. Dad, can I talk to you?
If you guys don't know what the interloper business is from, it's No Man's Sky. There's all these aliens that go interloper.
Oh,
What other games?
my mic is not picking up my deep.
Your deep voice.
Oh well. Jeez, I've never seen Mr. Brunin get that mad before. I wonder why. I bet he has some shady stuff he doesn't want anyone to find, like secret treasure or something.
Empel, are you really giving up on the investigation? I thought we had to find that gate no matter the cost.
The Felucia appeared on the mainland, so there's no immediate need to investigate Trap Hill. Oh, then I guess it's okay. But this whole thing is still kind of confusing. I hate that we can't explore the ruins on the mainland. There's still so much we don't know.
People are saying he's hiding the plot.
He is. Don't worry. We'll make our way there soon enough. That's why we've been training in, huh?
What is it?
Look. It's Lila and some kid? That's an odd combination.
Lila! Oh, are you finished?
It was huge!
Oh, did he see the giant fish?
Huh?
Fish?
This huge thing came up out of the water. It floated around a while and then sank back down.
Something huge. In the water? Lila, could that mean? I've learned what I can, and the description matches any number of known sea monsters.
So a monster really made its way here. We have to tell the fishermen.
I already tried. They all brushed me off. Some consider it a simple mistake. Others assume the child is lying.
Still? Why are all those old fogies always so...
It likely came to the surface after eating all the fish down below. Soon enough, it will head for land. Land? You mean, it can walk on land? What are we supposed to do against a monster like that? Until the villagers are willing to accept the truth, we'll have to rely on you, Ryza. Me?
Go back to the atelier, I guess. Ryza, do you have a second?
Do they have a slime plush?
Yeah, they do.
Sure. What's up?
I'd like you to synthesize something for me. I've written it down. You shouldn't have any trouble with it.
The main component is perfume. Or some kind of aroma, anyway. Yeah, I think I can handle this. Is this more bait?
You know, I kind of envy how you can say that with no hesitation.
Empel, is your arm always going to be like that?
The nerves were torn to shreds. No modern medicine exists that can heal it completely.
Oh, so he never uses his right arm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. But what about alchemy?
I believe it may be possible, but only with extremely advanced alchemy. Oh, but don't tell Lila what I said. He'll just give me another lecture about not knowing when to give up. Or,
Well,
wait. About not knowing when to give up. Okay, yep.
well, I'm going to do my best. First with this incense, and then someday...
A monster attractor. I knew it.
Oh boy. Time to lose some monsters.
Ooh, there's the monster attractor. So pretty and pink.
It is.
It looks like that perfume that you would find at the mall.
Yeah, kinda.
One of those select brands that they always have a famous actress or singer tout around. Like
Yeah.
Dior.
So, I might as well interrupt for a bit. Interrupt? I don't know, get distracted for a bit. Stumped finished their stream. And I can't imagine anybody at this point that got caught in the audio host is really paying attention, but in the off chance anybody is. Did they make it up to 15,000 today, or no? Check this. Oh.
Oh, that's a really weird laugh.
The hot spring I made, Len dig up is gushing. I'll go take a dip when all the dudes are gone.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
I got a fish.
Fish
I got a fish
in one
out
of the
field.
bushes.
They did.
Yay!
Hey!
That means karaoke. Karaoke. Karaoke.
I think they made it up to like 20-something thousand last year.
It's really impressive.
Okay, now what are we doing? Oh, give it to Empel.
I'm looking forward to singing again.
I mean, if there's ever a day that we want to do like VR first,
And then Twitch sings?
Yeah.
Is that, yeah.
so you can just do
sings
Twitch
is-
sings while I am totally just like conked out.
Empel, I'm all done. And that's just for starters. For starters. Starters.
Sorry,
Ignore her.
sorry about the whole like blah blah blah. It's because of the tongue trills
Yeah.
when you say starters. Starters. In any case.
Anyway, what do you need this incense for?
Just a bit of insurance. Anything is better than nothing, as they say.
Insurance. Speaking of which, nobody's seen the monster since then. I've been patrolling the shore, but...
Most likely it's lying in ambush near the surface, waiting for some unsuspecting prey to wander too close.
Still think we should keep trying to warn the others. But I guess it's no use.
Indeed, since we're outsiders, the more we try and tell them, the more stubborn they'll become.
Which is why we've got this, just in case. What the heck are you two talking about? Why do adults always have to be so cryptic?
They're planning on making us bait. Yeah. At a boating district. Yeah, once I stop looking for materials, this gets a little faster. I think I might try and just mass produce resources between if I can.
Ryza. Oh, hi Agatha. Hey, what's wrong? I don't like that look on your face. This isn't something I'm happy to bring up, but I just thought you should know. What's going on? Rumors have been spreading among the fishermen and the other dock workers. What rumors? Basically, that the reason all the fish have disappeared is because of the alchemist Outlander. What? You mean Empel? Who's spreading such vicious lies? Empel would never do something like that. I believe you, but the fishermen don't. The rumor is starting to take a life of its own. But why? Many of the locals haven't had a chance to talk with him personally. All they know is that some outsiders showed up, and not long after that, disaster struck the village. People tend to look for easy answers when it comes to things like this. But I've heard that he and his partner have been spending a lot of time near the lake. So the fishermen, they're just patrolling the area to make sure the monster is lurking in the lake doesn't attack. Blah. Sorry. Need to sit up. Which, according to the fishermen, is just another lie spread by the interloping alchemist. I don't have time for this. I have my own investigations to work on. Ryza, please don't do anything rash. Not that I expect you to listen. I'll see what I can do about this.
I really think people would be more considerate to the overpowered group of teenagers running around.
The ones who slew the dragon?
Yeah, like, after a certain point, I'd be like...
Ryza, hold it right there. What do you want, Mom? I'm really busy right now. Never mind the fact that I haven't been home for the last week. This Empel fellow that you've been hanging around with, he's an alchemist, right? Are you sure he's okay? What do you mean, okay? Everyone's talking about he provoked that dragon and made all the fish disappear.
God, this is like the perfect example of how groupthink is stupid.
Oh, thank you guys. People are just commenting on our voice acting.
What? Don't tell me you believe those rumors too. I don't know what you've been up to lately, but I just hope you're not mixed up in something like that. Mom, why would you just assume that Empel would do such terrible things? Why wouldn't I? After all, he's an expert in that strange sorcery that nobody understands. Alchemy isn't...
Afternoon, Miss Stout.
Did they just...
Do you mind if we borrow Ryza for a little bit?
Hey! Just hold on. What are you doing? Mom said that Empel and the alchemies... I know. A lot of people have been saying some terrible things lately. The rumors are spreading all over town. All over town?
Dad decided to pop me in the mouth over it. Ow. He said I was ruining his reputation by hanging out with a vagrant. As if he has a reputation to ruin.
Tao, Claudia, has anyone said anything to you?
My parents think I got involved with Empel because I spend too much time with those books. I don't know what to say, so I just came here. I'm worried they might ban me from the library.
Father said he heard from some other merchants that Empel dumped poison in the lake. That's terrible. Father's known him long enough that he doesn't believe the rumors, but it's still causing problems. This can't all just be happening by coincidence, can it?
Oh, it's Moritz and Boss.
I'm pretty sure they just want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Because they were starting to snoop around his estate.
And I thought Boss would have had a change of heart by this point.
Do you think he was the one that suggested they start the
Probably.
rumor? Oh.
There must be someone behind it, but who?
No, it can't be. He wouldn't go that far, would he? Only one way to find out. We need to look into it for ourselves.
So are we going to Trap Hill, or where
Probably
are we going?
Trap Hill. Nope, Kirkenport.
Kirkenport. Oh, the port, of course.
We'll probably catch boss spreading rumors there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thanks. I'll look into it.
Thanks, you're a guardian, right? So it's your job to arrest anyone who might be causing trouble.
Agatha! The entire island is...
I know. So I guess you've heard, huh? It seems there's been a coordinated effort by the fishermen to spread these rumors to the village.
A coordinated effort? So then...
But the method is so sloppy, it just goes to show that he really still is a child.
He?
That's right. It all comes back to Lumbar. He's the source of all these rumors.
Then Boss must be involved too.
Ugh. Wait, Lent, just calm down. Calm down? Calm down. No way. Not this time. I've had it with him. I know how you feel, but...
Everyone, please.
A scuffle in the street isn't going to fix this problem. So, Ryza, what are you planning to do?
We need to talk to Boss first. Then we can figure it out from there.
Now we go to Trep Hill. I feel like that after a certain point, I'd just write off the island. Just be like, you people are insane. Bye.
Mr. Brunin, where's Boss?
Who's that yelling at me in my own home? Oh, it's you. What do you want? I hope you didn't drag that Valence girl with you. Who knows what new rumors might arise? Ha! You would know, because you're the one spreading all those rumors. What? What are you accusing me of?
Huh?
If you have time to waste here, surely you have time to deliver this document to those vagabonds. This is a summons to appear before the town assembly, but this is only for major town issues. Exactly. We must sentence those who would disturb the peace. They're lucky we invited them to join. You bastard! You call that lucky? What did you call me? How dare you speak to me like that? Have you forgotten who I am?
Calm down, Lent. I don't think he knows what he's doing. This could just cause more trouble for us.
Or, sorry, was that about going on?
He doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, going on.
It's about the same.
Oh, okay.
She's right. Now's no time to go flying off the handle. Ugh! Impertinent child, anyway. I trust you'll deliver the summons. Who knows where those drifters might be?
Mr. Brunin, I'm sorry, but you didn't answer my question.
Question? What question?
Boss. Where's Boss?
Boss? Why, I have no idea.
Boss? If you got something to say, why don't you say it to our faces? You'd better be there at the assembly.
I bet the insurance is the perfume.
But the weird thing is if we use the perfume...
During the assembly?
Then the monster's gonna burst out of the
water.
water.
At which point we kill the monster. As a group.
And save the town.
Yeah.
Eh.
I knew they were upset with me, but I didn't expect to be dragged in front of some kangaroo cohort.
To think he takes such formal actions as issuing a summons. I suppose he's a slave to procedure.
He just loves any opportunity to throw around his political weight.
I'm really sorry, you two. It seems like the entire village has turned against you.
No need to be upset. It's normal for travelers like us to take the blame for whatever trouble they wander into. Fact is, we've been through this kind of thing many times before.
That's right. The root cause of the trouble always lies elsewhere, of course.
Oh, really?
So, will you go to the assembly? Obviously, they have no basis for their accusations.
I have no choice. Running away would just make us look even more guilty.
But there's no way it'll be a fair trial. And if they decide to exile you from the village...
What would change? It's not like we live there currently. Although I suppose I should try to fight it.
We must remain in this land until we can uncover and seal the gate. Seriously, why are they so fixated on this particular gate? I wish they'd tell me.
When do you think that might happen? We haven't even found the gate yet.
I hope we can do it before I have to leave the village.
Anyway, let's focus on the near future for now. Let's go, Lila. Oh, but safety first.
Of course. You hardly need to mention it. Huh? What are you talking about?
It doesn't concern you, or perhaps it does. Either way, that insurance of ours may soon come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So what's up with Boss? Because it sounds like dump boy syndrome. It's dump boy syndrome.
Wait, what? What's dumped boy syndrome?
When a guy's been dumped and acts like a petty shit after the fact.
Oh, well, all that we know is that Ryza and Boss used to be really good childhood friends, and then they got into a fight over something, and then he's been acting all, I have to uphold the Brunin name and be the, a proper courtly person, and I can't, fraternize with you villagers, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just been at every turn trying to push his nobility.
Yeah. Throws weight around for no justifiable reason apart from he's kind of a dick. I call this emergency town assembly into session. My son, Boss Brunin, will lead the proceedings.
I'm glad to see you didn't run away this time.
I never run away, not when it...
Hmm?
Our agenda is the many disasters that have struck our village, and the relation to the newly arrived alchemists. The dragon's arrival, the bizarre loss of our fish supply, all began after the alchemist and this woman arrived.
That's the only reason you have for blaming him? Your accusation has absolutely no basis.
They've been crawling all over our village and its ruins. They violate every taboo we adhere to. That's right. We pay all due respect to those ruins, and yet they trample all over them. We must have done something to Meteor Castle to make our dragon protector turn on us. It's true the dragon has never caused us trouble. Such strangeness cannot be denied.
If I could just explain to them about the Felucia and the gate.
They even implied they'd visit the Devil's Field. Another serious violation. What are they plotting? These outsiders ignore our traditions. That alone is worthy of exile, and furthermore, this alchemy is nothing but an arcane occult sorcery.
What?
Ryza, when the fish first disappeared, you created a special bait for the fishermen, is that correct?
Yes, but it did work. Everyone knows that.
For a while, yes, but before long, not a single fish could be hauled up. Everyone knows that too. Because... Oh, sorry.
It's because a sea monster made its way to the lake. It had nothing to do with my bait.
Who could believe such an obvious lie? It's clear that you spread some poison into the lake. And how did Ryza learn to make this poison? From the interloping alchemist.
Boss, you can't seriously be trying to blame this all on alchemy.
The scheme to enrage the dragon, the poison to kill off the fish, and the alchemist is at the heart of it all. You speak true, my son. The root cause is... I move that we exile these two drifters and ban the use of alchemy throughout the village.
Boss!
Now then, Ryza, everything can go back to...
Mr. Brunin, we have trouble.
What's this commotion? The town assembly was just about to arrive at its verdict.
We've got bigger problems right now. A giant monster just attacked the port. I've never seen anything like it.
What? That's impossible. Now you see what Ryza tried to warn you about. I was not involved with the dragon, and now... Anyway, it's time for you to put your alchemy to use, Ryza. You know what to do.
You're right. Just leave this one to me.
Yeah, he just wanted to force everything back to normal. regardless of whether or not that makes any sense.
Yeah,
I hate that mentality.
Well,
just stick
because
your head in the sand. And
alchemy is what's made Ryza capable of besting him a couple times over now.
Wait, is it another muscle shark? It is.
A muscle shark.
But really big.
Everyone?
Ryza, there you are. This is really bad. Really, really bad.
Look!
It is a graceful
It's a
muscle-
graceful lump, whatever the hell it is, but I don't think it's a muscle shark. I think it's just a shark.
It's so big. Is it going to ram into the port? Or is it going to knock that rock over?
No, it's heading for the shallow water.
It might be looking for a good spot to get on land. We need to go after it.
It's a weird first-person camera view.
Lila! The monster's heading this way. I thought so. It'll be here soon. You, Guardian, come with me. We need to evacuate the stragglers.
I know that's important, but are you really going to make Ryza fight that thing all by herself?
I'm not making her. I'm trusting her. You guys can handle this, can't you?
Hell yes, we've already slayed a dragon. We'll take care of this, no problem. Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. Why can't I ever just say no to these things?
Because you would never abandon your friends. If we win here, we can take all that bad stuff and flip it upside down. What I mean is, please just help me.
You got it.
Okay.
Of course. It got very small.
Well, yeah, you're right there. It's just one of those muscle sharks.
Yeah, it's just a muscle shark.
The megamouth.
Really?
Objects in the water are larger than they appear.
It's really just a megamouth. We fought these guys before. In the ruins. People are comparing Tau to Ignatz. He does remind me an awful lot of Ignatz.
Yeah.
The kind of bowl cut blonde hair and the glasses.
This thing isn't even tough.
Some monster.
Like, I'm just crushing it. I guess it did some damage to Ryza, but like, oop. I might be overpowered.
Oh, they look exhausted though.
You guys had more trouble with the dragon?
Yeah, they did. Whatever.
I wish for, like, I want to play a JRPG at some point where the characters' reactions are entirely based on, like, and even
Their
some dialogue.
performance.
Yeah, just like their performance, how much damage they took. Did anybody get knocked out? What your level is?
That was easy. That's what they should be
Yeah.
doing right now.
That wasn't so bad,
Actually,
actually.
what they should be doing is wiping their foreheads and like,
That's not sweat. That's just seawater from the megamouth as we pummeled it back into the ocean.
They're just covered in blood and gore. They're like, huh. Whoops. We won. Not too shabby. It's kind of hard to believe, but
Yeah, we won.
well done. We evacuated most of the villagers ahead of time, so there were no major injuries.
Thanks. Wait, ahead of time? I guess we were able to prove there really was a sea monster here. It was kind of overkill, though.
I'd say we also earned the right to be treated as full-fledged adults. You go back to the town assembly and show them how you used alchemy to win. That'd be a huge help. I'm sorry, we just beat the thing to death with sticks.
The town assembly. I guess I can say this now that it's over, but the monster attacked at the perfect time.
That's because I lured it out. It was much bigger than I expected, but I'm glad to see my fear was unfounded.
You lured it out? You remember that bit of insurance you made for us? It actually contained an odor that attracts all kinds of sea-based monsters. We wanted to time it just right.
You what?
So, that's why Empel was so calm all throughout the assembly.
So you're just moving us around like your little puppets the whole time.
Ultimately, the monster had to be defeated. I dragged the Guardian away so that you would earn all the credit. We capitalized on an unavoidable situation. Our position here is strengthened, and we now have more options. Adults are all so sneaky. Well, I hope you'll take this adult's advice. With that in mind, you still need to go and restore Empel's honor. Oh, okay.
If I were them, I'd, like, have Lent just drag the corpse of the sea monster all the way up to the... to Trap Hill and just be like, so, no sea monster, you say?
Actually, better yet, cut its stomach open and unleash all of the fish it's been gorging on.
Yeah, just like...
Here's your fish!
Found your fish, jerks!
Oh, God.
I'd be so spiteful in this situation.
Rysalind Stout here. I returned from battle.
Oh, and what kind of beast?
Well, what of the beast? She and her comrades were able to defeat it.
Oh, was it what of the beast? Oh yeah, what of the beast? I thought he was trying to ascertain was it the sea monster after all.
All on their own.
That's right. It's all thanks to the power of alchemy.
What? That's amazing! Oh, but the alchemist... it seems we may have overstepped our bounds.
Now, do you understand exactly what we were trying to tell you? We didn't poison the fish with alchemy. We didn't provoke the dragon. And that sea monsters do exist. Now, can we deal with the bigger problem of how all these insulting rumors appeared so suddenly?
What? What do you mean?
I've been looking into that, and I discovered that Boss has been using Lumbar to spread these rumors.
Moritz, boss, explain yourself. Did you really convene this assembly based on such lies?
Say something, boss. Why would you go to all this trouble just to... You could have just come to me yourself. Or can't you do anything without someone standing behind you?
No,
Why are you running away again, boss? You jerk.
Ryza.
Well, this town assembly is officially adjourned. Now get off my estate. Now, I suppose not every story can end with a happily ever after.
So is the panicking boy Boss?
Mm-hmm. Because this all started with the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
What happened at the assembly? Everything should have been set to go your way, so...
Well, the assembly itself turned out to be just fine, but...
Is it because I don't have enough power? If more people relied on me as an alchemist, I wouldn't have needed to do that to Boss.
Then I suppose you should keep working to further yourself. Here, take this. It contains a number of syntheses more difficult than anything you've done so far. Learn these and stand tall against anyone who would put you down. Build your reputation and your trust.
Empel, thank you. I'll do my best.
Champions Trials. Lightning Bell, Restoration Bottle, Energet, Genesia.
Also, when are you gonna put this series on YouTube?
I don't know. There's something kind of attractive about just having completed series that I can put up all at once.
Well, you didn't do that with Disgaea, and now you're like, I can't put this up until Disgaea is done.
Yep.
But at this point, we're going to finish this before you finish Disgaea.
Fact.
Because this is such a fun game to play.
This is a very relaxing game that I don't have to try in, which is really nice. Oh, create one of the following.
And at first I thought all the characters would be annoying, but I actually really like them.
I think Tao is still kind of annoying for me, but what can you do? Apparently need a high quality mushroom to get that.
Mushroom?
But of the grassy variety, which I do not have. Oh, that's okay.
Of the grassy variety? You mean elementally based, or what?
We gotta go back to the maple forest and gather mushrooms.
Hmm?
Ryza, we got trouble.
What is it now? Are we being attacked by a huge octopus monster this time? No, nothing like that. The whole town is in an uproar.
Boss, he's gone missing.
Ah.
What's that?
What happened?
I don't know. He and Lombard just disappeared.
Father told me he left a note. So it seems like he left voluntarily, at least.
He did. Do you know what the note said?
Just said, I will prove I'm worthy of the Brunin family name. But that idiot! What the heck is he thinking? There's nowhere for him to go.
Fine. I guess we'll have to go look for him. Yeah, it's up to us.
After everything he's done to you, you still want to go search for him.
That's just how these things go. Yeah, we have a connection.
So you're saying he's your friend? La la la! Can't hear you. Anyway, we're gonna find him and give him a piece of our mind.
If he's not on the island, he must have gone to the mainland. We should start our search there. Perhaps I'll lend you a hand on this one. I wouldn't mind getting the Brunin family to do me a favor.
Now's no time for cynical ideas like that, Empel. You'll make these boys and girls resent you.
Beg your pardon. At any rate, Lila and I will join you on your search. Of course, I can't fight due to my injury.
That shouldn't pose a problem. I'll be sure to pick up your slack. All right, everyone. Let's go. To the port.
Lila joined your party.
Holy claws!
Yep. I mean, she does look like some kind of beast lady. So you'll be able to attach a special effect known as elementals. You'll gain resistance to their associated elements and deal additional damage. These elementals will not go away over time. And when you uncover an enemy's weak point, make sure you attach the right elementals to exploit it. So is she a shaman?
I guess.
Oh look, she's added to the lineup. Are you just gonna have a party full of ladies, or what are you gonna do?
I don't think so, unfortunately. Mainly because she is vastly undergeared. Like, look at Ryza's attack power.
Okay, well, replace her gear and then you'll see what she does. But she's a shield just like Ryza.
Yeah, tank.
Tank. How did
or
Ryza?
Defender?
How did Ryza become a defender?
Because of the equipment. Increased defense.
Oh, you gave her the equipment for it.
If there's an ally in the same row, front row, you'll be targeted more. Back row, you'll take reduced damage.
Wait a minute. Look at your party setup.
Yeah?
Can't you just put a third person in the front slot?
Nope.
Can you only have 3 party members at once?
Max functional party members 3 for some reason.
Okay, then why do they have 6 slots?
Because 6 characters total.
No, but like 6 slots for the
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
party. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, one way or another.
Because otherwise they would have just given you 4 slots. And you could only choose 2 in front or 2 behind, and then 1 front or 1 behind.
Yeah, I think one way or another, I'll get her some good equipment after this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll search the area. You stay here and look for any traces they may have left behind.
Ryza, can I talk to you? You want to ask about Boss, don't you? I guess it's time we told you. Lent? Tao?
Sure. Buddy is part of the group now. I think she deserves to know.
Finally. Uh-huh. But just so you know, it's not a super interesting story or anything. That's okay. Please. Back when we were kids, Boss was our friend. We were always sneaking out to play. Family stuff didn't matter. About 10 years ago, we were exploring a flooded area by the South Shore. I slipped and fell in the water.
Oh, look, it's a little cutscene illustration again.
I wish we had more of these.
Mm-hmm.
It was way deeper than any of us realized, and the current started to suck me down. I reached out and Link grabbed on. He held on tight to keep the 3 of us from getting dragged in further. The 3 of you?
And all the chaos... Oh, that's you. Sorry.
In all the chaos, Boss had disappeared. As far as we knew, he abandoned us. The waves were pulling at us. Our hands were going numb, just when we thought we were all done for. Boss showed up again, and he had Agatha with him. Together they pulled us clear of the water. We were cold and scared, thinking about getting sucked down. I couldn't help myself. I screamed at Boss, "Why did you abandon us?" Of course, deep down...
Oh, Tao.
I screamed at Boss, "Why did you abandon us?" Of course, deep down I knew he'd done the right thing. But still, I said it. Boss screamed back about how he left to go find an adult.
I remember it clearly. He said, "I'm a Brunin. I never run away. Not when it matters." And that's why you've been fighting ever since.
Not exactly. After that day, we just drifted apart and went our separate ways. Things got awkward. We tossed insults back and forth when we saw each other. Finally, we just...
I think Boss has been trying to prove himself ever since then. Prove himself? How?
Prove that he's strong.
Noble. That kind of thing.
And then he saw how you were about to surpass him. He felt threatened. We tried to take it all away.
Empel!
We found some fresh footprints. 2 sets of them, heading off in that direction.
The flooded cave.
Mm.
You mean towards the sunken mine?